Hey there, guys. Welcome to KG Stories. Today I am here to tell you guys another story. So, this basically takes place in a huge hotel, and actually, the same kid from the last hotel story invited me and like six other kids, I think, to this hotel. So, yeah, there was quite a few of us, but it was a huge hotel, so it was like as big as a house. It was insane. There was like hallways and shit. It was sick. Um, so basically, we were having fun. Like we would play in the pool and yeah. So we like did a bunch of stuff and then it comes to nighttime and me and my friend go in one room and then like we went in like the small room and then all the other like five kids went into another room because that was like the big room. And so me and my friend are like going to sleep because we're tired and they're like staying up and then they come into our room. They just come into our room and like fart in our face and stuff. It was so annoying and like they were like pulling stupid pranks like that on us all day or all night. So yeah, so the next morning we wake up and they all go surfing and and just one kid from that place. He wasn't even really pulling pranks, so we decided to bring him along. He stayed with us. So we go to the supermarket and we buy a pop cap gun and three monsters and we go and like we spend the rest of the day. We don't tell them about anything. We're just like, "Oh yeah, we went and bought some chips and we had some fun at the supermarket." And they're like, "Oh, sounds real fun." And so, yeah, so we just did that and then like we went on with our day and we had fun again. We were like in the water again. And then it comes to nighttime. And so my friend, he's like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna sleep in their room because it seems like there's like enough room for me to go to." So he comes to our room and we wait till like some ridiculous hour, like 12 or something. And then we're like, "Okay, it's time." We load the pop gun and we and we go outside. We're like all quiet. We go into the other room and we see one of the other kids in the living room and we're like, "Oh crap." But he was sleeping and it was only two in the actual room and like all the rest were in the living room for some reason. They like decided to sleep out there. So we're like, okay, but like the one that was mainly farting in my face was in their room. So I'm like, okay, that's good. So so we go into the room, we shut the door, and we had like our shirts over our face, so we looked like freaking like Taliban or ninjas or some shit. And and we fire off the pop gun, and the friend that fired in my face just jumped up off the bed and pile drived my friend and killed him. So yeah, that's my story. Enjoy. No, I'm just kidding, guys. No, he um okay, so one of my friends, like one of the kids, he just got under his blankets and just like curled up into a ball. It was the funniest thing I ever saw. And then the other one just started screaming and he was yelling the other kid's name. He's like, "Run! Run!" And he started screaming and kicking. And my friend, the one that like decided to come into our room, he got kicked right in the nose and just dropped. And I'm like, "Oh crap, are you okay?" And like I kept up the act. I did not want to like we did so much preparing for this. So I'm like, "Hey, yo, get on the ground now." I like pointed the gun at him and he's like, "No, no." And it was so funny. And then we turn on the lights and he's like, "What the fuck?" He was so like scared and stuff, and then we were just laughing at my other friend, and it was the one that was curled up in the sheets. And my other friend, he got knocked out. He was just on the ground. He just dropped. He got knocked out. He got kicked in the face, and it was just insane. But yeah, he wasn't that hurt. He just like had like a bruised nose the next morning. But it was freaking hilarious. That was probably the best prank I've ever pulled. It was funny as hell. um so yeah, tell me if you guys enjoyed this story, and feel free to leave in the comments some crazy pranks that you guys have pulled. So yeah, have a nice day, and I hope you enjoyed the story. Adios.